back from Once Upon a Time. This is episode 9 of season 3, and I'm very excited to carry on with the season, see what's going to happen next as we continue this whole kind of Neverland arc. Last episode, what the hell? Blew my tiny little mind with that whole twist. We got a bit of an origin story for Peter Pan, got answers about, you know, Gold's a little doll thing that kind of messed him up whenever he looked at it, and yeah, Peter Pan is Rumpel's dad, which is insane, but I love it. I'm just loving every second of Peter Pan being on screen. It's just fantastic. Robbie Kay is doing such a great job. And I'm loving this whole kind of story arc that we've, you know, followed for the season so far. And I can't wait to see where they're going to take it next, because the last episode as well, shit went down. Henry gave up his heart to Pan, so that's a bit of an issue that I definitely need fucking resolved. Rumpel's locked in a box, which isn't ideal. Or Mr. Gold, I should say. And yeah, things aren't looking great for Team Good, I guess. So yeah, very, very excited to see what's going to happen next, because I'm absolutely adoring this season so far. So without further ado, let's get into the next one.
Nothing can stop me now.
Not quite.
What does that mean?
The savior.
Gotta read the small print.
Of snow. You shall see, you will come to me. There is more you need. Oh.
Your taunts will get you nowhere.
This guy.
I know you too well.
I know him so well.
Oh, I won't. Henry.
Ooh, stressed. My son.
Is he breathing?
Now listen here, you little shit.
Oh, is he?
He doesn't have a heart, so I don't think he's great. Oh shit.
You're a driven woman, and sometimes that can leave a hole.
A what?
A hole. An emptiness. There's more to life than work. And maybe that's why you feel dissatisfied.
I'm not dissatisfied.
Rumpel loves playing the long game, doesn't he?
my life.
Has there ever been a time in your life when you haven't felt this way?
When that little boy visited. Always.
Child.
And then I murdered his dad.
Light so much meaning.
Yeah, is this going to be her getting Henry? I'm okay with this.
I need a child, Gold, and I need your help.
Well, I'm flattered, but uninterested.
Not like that.
Mm.
Spent all morning.
When you become a parent, you must put your child first.
We'll drop him down the portal.
All I have is Henry, and I'm not about to lose him because he is everything.
Big mood.
And if we can hurt him, we can kill him. And we will.
Shit. I almost don't want them to, though, because he's great.
Regina, wait. There's no time. I don't think torture is our best move here. Look at these kids. They've
I don't know.
back.
Never heard of Storybrooke.
Oh, it's a hidden gem. Peaceful. Perfect for children. It's like a fairy tale.
Ha!
You ready to meet your son?
Yes.
Aw.
You don't meet a lot of Henrys nowadays. Very old world.
It's my father's name. He passed some time ago.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope it was peaceful at least.
Let's go home.
Aw. Oh.
Leave now while Pan still allows you to breathe. That's the only help you'll get.
This guy's the worst.
Not telling.
Say something that's not monotone.
Shut your mouth.
It's where he goes when he wants to be alone.
You can find him there. It's not far.
Oh.
Don't trust her.
I promise. We are going home.
Oh, look how emotional she is.
All of us.
I'm going to interrupt his Peter privacy.
A bedtime story. Get some used to your voice. Worked with Ruby. Her issues started later.
Lovely.
And as long as they're healthy, clearly.
Hey,
Well, what about
you cut your hair for a different part, didn't you, buddy?
What do I do?
With the drunken sailor.
The only people who can help us fill those blanks are the biological parents.
disclose adoption. There's no way to contact them.
Oh, we know she finds out somehow.
Meet Henry.
Your grandson.
Make yourself useful. He won't stop crying. Just do it. How did you do that? Do what? Make him stop crying.
Well, I'm just holding him. He's so sweet.
Oh, that's kind of sad.
Did I do something?
No. No, you didn't. It's me.
Well, you used to blame her for everything. What's going on?
I may be trapped on this island for the rest of eternity, so if you think I'm not going to be spending my last moments with my daughter, you're crazy.
Okay,
Aw.
let's do it.
But you're gonna get off the island, so it's fine.
His mother was found in the woods outside of Storybrooke 18 years ago.
What a startling coincidence.
18 years ago? This mother.
Is she important? I suppose in as much as she gave birth to your son.
I like that you can kind of play this game with her, because we don't even know if this, at this point, if he remembers or not.
And nothing will tear me away from my revenge. Henry goes back to Boston tomorrow.
No. I'm sure that'll happen.
Thank God we're stuck here.
Whoopsie. Oh dear. Poison ivy?
If you're looking to see Henry again, I have to tell you there's only one place you'll be reunited. In death.
Well. What a Peter prick.
Would you like me to hold him so we can get the last little signature?
No.
We lost him.
Yes, but I can
He's-
put you back on the list.
Pan will not be pleased.
This is why we don't
Oh.
We will get that child.
I abandoned my boy here.
You have a son?
I'm older than I look.
If you have a child, you must regret losing him too.
But I don't. Quite the opposite, actually. See, I have him all boxed up, so I don't lose him again.
Rumpelstiltskin is your son?
Surprise.
He is. I can feel just how much you let him down time and time again.
Leave her alone.
How dare you.
Perhaps I should.
I should be overflowing with regret, but I'm not.
Oh shit.
Because it got me my son.
Fuck.
Now, let's go save Henry.
Well, alright. Shit. Oh, thank fuck. Ugh.
Only the best for our guest of honor, don't you think? Captain's quarters.
Aw. That's wholesome.
Tuck you in?
Regina, if you keep worrying about the future, you'll never enjoy the present. This child
That's
has
true.
brought something to you.
Thank you, Father.
What a lovely place to bring a child. This is your grandfather's corpse.
Prince's safety.
What are you making?
While she knew
Cocktail hour?
she could vanquish.
And her prince can indeed finally live happily ever after.
That must taste like shit.
Pizza's good.
Yes! My son!
A spell, so no one can ever take your heart. Ever again.
Ah.
Thanks, Mom.
Aw. But it can't be over that easily, can it? They still have to get David to be able to like leave the island and shit. And Pan's not dead. Oh shit. Aw. But still. Go downstairs!
Henry, he's safe, he's safe.
No, he's not!
He came back from me, Papa.
Aw. What the? Oh, his shadow.
Blood magic works both ways. Father.
Fuck. Oh no.
Henry?
Did they just switch? Did he just switch with Henry? Nah, I don't trust this shit. Nah, their eyes went. No, there's some shady shit.
I've got no magic. Not since I lost my wings.
You'll figure it out. I believe in you, Tink.
I do believe in fairies.
I'll never leave you, okay, buddy?
Aww. Don't fall off the ship now, that'd be embarrassing. I don't trust it though, something's wrong.
Apparently, you still have some magic in you.
You've got the magic in you.
Thank you. And
Now, let's play.
Let's not. They all got Peter played. Great episode. I really loved this one. And I am very glad it wasn't as easy as that to kind of stop Pan when Regina was like, taking the heart back, bitch. So I did think it's like my one little niggle with the episode I had was that felt a bit too easy when Regina got the heart back. I just felt that was a bit too quick, and maybe not enough consequence from that. Because if she really did have no regrets, then that tree would never have wrapped her up in the first place. So it shouldn't have worked based on what they kind of explained about the powers of the tree. So obviously it was like a way to fool Pan and stuff, but surely you can't fool the tree. So that felt a bit too easy for me, how she got the heart back. But still, I'm glad that wasn't like how they stopped Pan and everything's fine, because obviously Pan's still about and causing some trouble. So I'm not as angry about that, or not as a bit about how that all played out. But I do feel like that was a bit too of an easy kind of solution, or at least I think they need to spend a bit more time building up to that kind of twists, or that plan kind of playing out in that way. That's kind of the only little niggle I really had with the episode as a whole. That just felt to me a bit too easy. But luckily that's not the end of the Pan story, so I'm over the fucking moon about that. I loved the flashbacks we got with Regina. Both in the storybook flashbacks we saw the talk with her and Rumpel, as the curse was kind of coming about, that little talk they had. I really, really loved that. I sort of throw back to the pilot and stuff. When they really kind of zoom in on the makeup on Rumpelstiltskin, how disgusting it kind of is. It's so, so good. And I love scenes between those two anyway, and the fact that we got Regina and Rumpel scenes and Regina and Gold scenes in the episode was fantastic. But I loved that kind of flashback related to the pilot for a bit, and then obviously the flashbacks as well, showing how Regina got Henry and the early days of that bond kind of forming, which I really, really loved. Something I wasn't really sure we'd actually see, so the fact that we did get that was great, and that also allowed us to kind of see Storybrooke again, which we haven't got a lot of this season really, and to see some other characters pop up as well. I liked that, we saw Archie for a little bit, Granny we saw for a little bit as well. We heard Sydney's voice, so it's cool that they kind of brought some of those minor characters back into it for those flashbacks. That was really, really cool to see. So I loved everything we got with that, and Regina, no matter what you could say about her since the start of the show and the horrible things she's kind of done and stuff like that, I've always said, and I think it's kind of obvious that she does truly love Henry. She's never kind of lied and manipulated people about that fact, because that is true. And they brought back the Dr. Whale guy as well. Just remembered that. So yeah, that was really, really cool, kind of seeing Regina, kind of fall in love with her son. That was really, really wholesome. Loved everything with that. I thought that was such a cool kind of thing. And it was great to kind of see the storybook setting, and obviously when she changed her mind again about giving Henry back, we saw Wendy's brothers there trying to get him. That was a nice little bit of kind of continuity. I liked that quite a bit, how they kind of tie things together like that. I do love the kind of patience the show has in terms of filling in gaps and stuff like that. You know, they know what story they want to tell, they know when they want to tell it, and they're happy to kind of leave you waiting probably like seasons at a time before they like tie everything up in like neat bows. I think that's kind of, I think it shows a lot of kind of organisation and forward planning from the writers and stuff like that. So, you know, you have to kind of give huge props for that, because that must be insanely difficult to kind of plan it all out and say, you know, we're going to reveal this in this episode, and you know what flashbacks are going to reveal what in every episode. It's very well planned out, and it always has been with the show, and that's something I really, really love about it. So yeah, all the flashback stuff was great, and I liked the little moment with Neil and Gold kind of making amends. That was a really, really nice little moment. I think that was very well earned, because we kind of had a lot of angst with that relationship ever since Manhattan last season, really. So that's kind of been building for a long time, that kind of moment where they hugged it out, bro hug. So I really, really liked that, just before it all went to shit again. But you know, that was nice that they kind of made their peace with that. And I also like that we got a little moment between Emma and David, because obviously we get so many moments, I think, with Emma and Mary Margaret when they're talking. We don't get as many with Emma and David, so I really love that we got a little moment there. And David kind of respecting her for being like the leader and showing that he's a proud dad, wholesome. So I loved everything with that, and that whole kind of little reprieve almost before that little reveal at the end with Henry and Pan having switched places. You know, Tinkerbell seems to like still have some magic in there. There's hope there. Wendy's on her way to see her brothers again. So I liked how they kind of built up some happy moments really, before we had the carpet kind of pulled from under our feet. Even though I kind of assumed that's what would happen when they showed the eyes and stuff, I assumed they'd switched, which makes for a very interesting setup for the future episodes that I can't wait to see where they're going to go with that. It's very exciting. I'm just so glad that Pan's going to be sticking around, although I guess it's technically not, because it's not the actor playing Pan now, it's obviously Jared playing Pan, which could be cool actually. I'd like to see Jared kind of play a different role and play Pan as Henry. I think that could be really cool to see him get to play a more like villainous kind of role, because obviously Henry's kind of the heart of the show, I think, at least for me. And he's like the most positive, and you know, he's like the dreamer really amongst everyone. He's always been such a positive kind of character and always been, like, has faith and belief and stuff. So to see, you know, that face now kind of portray a more evil character, I think is really, really interesting, and I can't wait to see where they go with that. Hopefully, you know, we do see Robbie Kay again very soon, though, because I really, really love his portrayal. But I can't wait to see how they switch this up. And it's a very cool idea. I liked that a lot. And it'll be great to see Pan in the storybook. I think that could be quite disastrous. So I'm looking forward to seeing where they go with that. And that's very, very exciting. So yeah, obviously Pan continued to be a great villain that I really, really enjoy. And are we kind of completely done now on Neverland? Because it seemed to obviously just left the storybook at the end, so maybe Neverland bit's over, which is kind of sad, but you know, we've had 9 episodes there. You know, that's quite a big chunk of the season. So if that's the last episode of Neverland, you know, I've really enjoyed that kind of little arc. But it's not quite over yet, because obviously Peter Pan's still about, which I'm very, very happy about, because I love him as a villain. He's so, so good. By far my favourite villain the show's ever had. And yeah, just a really interesting setup, I think, for future episodes with the whole Henry and Pan swap thing. And poor Henry's now trapped in Pandora's box, my son! He's not had an easy ride this season. He definitely needs a bit of a break. And I also liked that, you know, how passionate Emma was about like bringing the Lost Boys with them, because she's seen so much of like herself and her journey in all those boys. So I like that she kind of saved them all as well and brought them back to storybook. That was very wholesome. A little kind of character thing that I really, really enjoyed. And yeah, you know, Hook, he's always fun to have around. You know, he didn't get a whole lot to do, but I did like his presence and all that. Same with like Mary Margaret and stuff. But yeah, overall, really, really great episode. I really, really loved it. Really loved the story with the Regina and the flashbacks. Liked everything like I did with Pan and the swap with Henry. I think that could be very, very interesting. And the little character moments, like I mentioned, with Emma and David and Neil and Gold. Some really good stuff, and I can't wait to see what's going to happen next. very interesting setup, I think, with Henry not being Henry. I wonder how long they're going to drag that out for. I'll have to wait and see. But yeah, really, really love this episode. Another fantastic instalment in a season I'm absolutely loving, and I can't wait to see what's going to happen next. So yeah, until my next reaction, thanks for watching.